Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Jahan, and today I'm going to be sharing my experience with shopping with Beauty Pie. So if you like this type of thing, don't forget to subscribe and do give this video a like because it really helps my channel. So guys, I went and started shopping with Beauty Pie, and the only reason why I started shopping with them is because I was going to buy my usual Paula's Choice vitamin C, and as I did my Google search, because I always search because there's usually discounts on either Paula's Choice own website, Cult Beauty, or Look Fantastic on one of those. There's always some sorts of money off Paula's Choice, and I wanted to go and buy it from one of those usual retailers. But as I started looking, the Beauty Pie website came up, and it had their version of vitamin C on there, and it had the same ingredients, the fuluric acid and 15% vitamin C, and it also has that other ingredient. Let me just check for you, the tremor, I'm going to say this completely wrong. It's tranexamic acid, this one here. So you can see here, so it has that tranexamic acid, which I like, it's in the Inculus, which I've taken on prescription from my dermatologist in tablet form as well before, which helps with, again, pigmentation, helps block that the darkening of the skin when you have post-inflammatory pigmentation, and it just helps keep the skin even. So I thought, that's brilliant, it's got a vitamin C, that's all 3 ingredients in. So I went and bought off Beauty Pie, and if you don't know, Beauty Pie, you have to be a member to purchase from them. So what they say is that they sell high-end ingredients, which is white labelled basically, which means using their own labelling at a much cheaper price. So this, for example, was more targeted to be as £80, but actually is £16.50 because it's white labelled under Beauty Pie, basically. And the packaging that comes in is very beautiful. It's this beautiful box with this pink paper, tissue paper, beauty is happiness in it, and it is eco-friendly, cruelty-free, clean beauty, and you pay basically £10 a month to have access to all of this hair, beauty, skincare, makeup, which is meant to be at a lot more expensive high-end prices. So you pay £10 a month membership, and you can spend, I think, £250 or £500 a month on beauty products to keep it fair, so no one's like reselling it. And then everything that you buy is at a very cost price. So basically you're just paying for just no branded makeup basically. So it could be, example, they might hint that it's the equivalent of Paula's Choice, but it's actually under the Beauty Pie label. So I thought, do you know what, let me just try this vitamin C out. It's £16.50, that's a saving of like £35–40 from what I usually spend. So let me try this out, and I got quite excited, and excitable me almost bought 3 because I just thought, even if I join the subscription, which you have to be a member for at least 3 months before you can cancel, so that's something to bear in mind. So there's an upfront cost of £30 that you pay, so you have to be a member for 3 months before you can cancel. Let me buy 3, because even if I bought this many, I'm still saving over what I spend. Luckily I didn't, because I just thought, what am I doing? I don't need to buy 3 at once, it's ridiculous. So I bought this, got very excited, bought it as the standard delivery. It still took they're doing free delivery at the moment, I think it's a promotion, but it still took quite a while to get here, which is annoying. So I became a member. Becoming a member is super easy, really quick, you just sign up. And it came, and it was in this really lovely bottle, which is frosted again. As you know, vitamin C is something that is UV sensitive. If it is exposed to air, if it's not tightened enough, I've mentioned before, it will start to oxidize, and once it starts getting that straw color yellow, there's no point using it. It's ineffective. Now it's time to buy a new one. It should be relatively clear. Well, the ones that I've used, Paula's Choice, SkinCeuticals, other brands are totally clear, and eventually start turning into a slight yellow tone and then go quite orange when you're at the very last drops of it. This, when I opened it, was slightly, like, not completely screwed on tight, and then as soon as I opened it, it's this colour. Look how bright orange that is, like bright, bright, bright orange. And I was so disappointed because I really had high hopes for this, because I thought, I was really disappointed because I thought I'd take this to my dermatologist when I see her in August as well, run this by her so she can see it. I'm sure she already knows about the brand, to be honest. And she can tell me, yeah, continue to buy those each month or go back to your other one. She's somebody who just thinks if it works for your skin and it's got the right ingredients, then fair enough. But I was so disappointed because this is obviously not packaged correctly. So if anybody's ever bought Paula's Choice or SkinCeuticals or any other brand, usually with vitamin C, they have a separate lid before they put on the dropper to keep it really airtight, because it being airtight, especially in transportation, is so important to the effectiveness of this product. And then you put the dropper in at home, so then you can tighten it at home and make sure you're keeping it airtight and keep it the way you do at home. This one is just, for me, bright orange straight away, so super disappointed on the packaging. Now, where I'm really disappointed is, I had got some things in my basket, some perfume, some makeup, which I was looking forward to try. And straight away when I saw this, I thought, you know what, I want to send this back, and I'm going to ask them for a refund, because for me this is a subpar product. It doesn't do what it's meant to do. I know what vitamin C is meant to look like, and whatever anyone says when they try and say that it's meant to be orange, it's not meant to be orange. So even on the website, I'll insert pictures here anyway, the picture that they have of the vitamin C is a clear liquid. So bearing in mind, the website, expectations versus reality, we know what vitamin C is going to be look like, we're taught enough, there's enough information out there of what vitamin C is meant to be look like, and the oxidization process. So bear in mind that it's clear on their website. I then called up their customer service, because looking for returns policy on Beauty Pie is incredibly difficult, and I hate websites that make it difficult for you to figure out how to do a return. Straight away I just think something's going on, something's dodgy. So I spoke to this lady on the phone. She was actually very polite, and I said to her, look, I've bought this vitamin C, it's clearly oxidized, it wasn't tight in the bottle, I'm super disappointed because it's an unusable product. She then tried to say, in a polite way, it wasn't argumentative at all, that, oh no, that's the way it's meant to be, that we've been advised here that that's the way it's meant to look. And I said to her, look, I know about skincare, it's not meant to look this way, it's beyond straw, it's so deep orange that this is not how vitamin C is meant to look, and the ingredients are virtually the same as something as like Paula's Choice. They've got exactly the same ingredients, and that's not how that one comes. It needs a separate lid, it needs to keep it airtight. It wasn't clearly airtight when it was travelling or when it was packed. So basically, I want to send it back. She then said that their returns process is that they want the batch number to investigate first before they will send you a refund or submit a refund. And I said to her, that's ridiculous, I'm sorry, but you've sent me a subpar product and I want a refund. I bought it online. There are rights that you have when you purchase things online, and it's just not good enough. She said that's just their process, and I said to her, I know you're just an employee there, you don't set the processes, but this isn't the way, the customer service here, I'm really disappointed. This is my first purchase with you. She then said I could return it as long as it was in a resellable state, hadn't been opened, and the boxes were fine. And I said to her, look, the only way you can find out if vitamin C is oxidized by opening the packaging, because it's in a UV protected bottle. It's not until you unscrew it and look at the dropper that you can see that it's bright orange. So I had to open it to look at it, and then she said, well, then I have to send it off to the lab or something. And I said, well, I haven't touched it at all, I haven't squeezed it, I haven't used it, because I wouldn't use it on my skin. So you can weigh the bottle and you can realise it will weigh the same as it did when you arrived. And then I said to her, look, I'm really unhappy about this. I don't think this is the way you should be treating customers. And she said, look, I can hear your frustration. On this case, I will refund you your order. And I said, well, I want to also cancel my subscription, because this was my first purchase. If I have anything to return in the future, I don't want to work with companies that don't make it easy for you to do business with them both ways and don't have an honest approach about things. She then said I couldn't cancel my order, which then I had to remind her, under contract law, when you've booked something that you, like online, if you're doing a subscription online, it's the same as you would do with car insurance or a bank account or a loan or anything like that. When you're entering in sort of that contractual agreement with a company, you have a 14-day cooling off period to say, actually, I don't want to do this. Which I then had to remind her to say, oh yes, you're right, actually, I'll cancel your subscription as well. Now for me, when companies don't even know their fundamentals about their memberships, how they work, offering solutions up front, it just screams to me really poor service and not the way you should be doing things. they should understand what vitamin C is meant to look like if you're going to be a customer service agent, and understand, yeah, that's actually not right. Something's obviously gone wrong there. Let me send a replacement out. Let me do something about it. Because the whole aesthetic of this brand makes it seem like it's this amazing for customers, cutting out the middleman, cutting out the labels in between things, and you're going to get the best quality products for the prices at cost price. And for me, that wasn't my experience at all. My experience is, yes, she was very polite on the phone. It took me a while to get her to understand the frustration, but it's just so difficult. You can't even create your own returns label. You have to get them to create a returns label for you, which is absolutely bonkers. So you're taken out, that control's taken out of your hands as a consumer. And I think this is for £10 a month, and they've now got another upgraded service where you can buy more. If these issues happen on my first box, it's completely put me off purchasing the other things, because I wanted to buy a skin tint, some makeup, some perfumes, just to really see some other parts of their products, because the concept and the idea of it looks fantastic. But for me, this is I don't think this, unless something changed massively with this brand, I don't think it's something I will ever engage or think about doing this sort of subscription again, especially because of their returns policy and the way how they go about their returns policy. Actually, for me now, I wouldn't bother, especially with their returns policy and the kind of loopholes you have to jump through to get somebody to understand about the returns policy. So if anybody is considering purchasing from Beauty Pie, I would with caution. I would be cautioned probably more so with their skincare than their makeup, just because if something doesn't work and you do have the right to returns, you have to go through a process, and they have to do a testing before they will let you return the products, even though it's within the 14-day window that you are allowed to return things that have been bought online. Also, if you want to cancel your contract, and it is within the 14 days that you've bought it out, that you took the contract out and you received your products and you don't think they're the quality that you expected, you have the right to cancel your contract within that 14 days. It's a cooling off period in the UK. I don't know what it's like in the US, or whether you have a similar law or similar days of cooling off periods when you enter into contracts with businesses, but the cooling off period for Beauty Pie is 14 days, so use your right, understand your rights as a consumer, that you can cancel it. I'm really disappointed by this. I might try instead the Liberty service, where you pay £20 a month. It goes into a beauty fund, and they also send you 4 beauty boxes a year. I might try something like that, because I know Liberty is a really trusted department store in the UK that carry lots of beautiful brands within them. I'm just really disappointed, and I'm going to go back to probably my Paula's Choice vitamin C, unless somebody's got another recommendation for vitamin C. But yeah, I just wanted to share this experience with you. I like to be really honest on this channel, because I don't like people spending money or wasting their time with brands. If you've had a similar experience with Beauty Pie, then just let us know. If you've had a good experience with Beauty Pie, let us know. But yeah, it's a real shame when things go wrong. Customer service doesn't really understand the meaning of customer service in that way. So it's a shame, and it's a shame because the employees are just employees there. They don't set the policy, so I understand their frustration. But luckily, I had somebody who understood what I was saying and was happy to accommodate me from the information I was giving them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it interesting and informative. Let me know your thoughts below, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.
Feel like falling deeper.